The Clerics Regular of the Mother of God are a Roman Catholic religious order of priests, dedicated to education and pastoral care. The order was founded by St.John Leonardi, who worked with this community to spread devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary, as well as the 40 hours devotion, and frequent reception of the Blessed Sacrament. Its members used the suffix of O.M.D. History. Leonardi, son of middle-class parents, who was born in 1541 at Dicimo in the Republic of Lucca. He was ordained on December 22, 1572. Leonardi's order may be said to have begun in 1574. 2 or 3 young laymen, attracted by his sanctity and the sweetness of his character, had gathered round him to submit themselves to his spiritual guidance and help him in the work for the reform of manners and the saving of souls, which he had begun even as a layman. Leonardi rented the church of Santa Maria della Rosa, and, in a quarter close by, something like community life was started. It was here, when it became evident that his lay helpers were preparing for the priesthood and that something like a religious order was in process of formation, that a storm of persecution broke out against the devoted founder. The fathers of the Republic seem to have had a real fear that a native religious order, if spread over Italy, would cause the affairs of the little state to become too well known to its neighbors. The persecution, however, was so effective and lasting that Leonardi practically spent the rest of his life banished from Lucca, only being now and again admitted by special decree of the Senate, unwillingly extracted under papal pressure. In 1580 Giovanni acquired secretly the ancient church of Santa Maria Cortellandini, which the order holds to this day. In 1583, the congregation was canonically erected at the instigation of Pope Gregory XIII by Alessandro Guidiccioni, Bishop of Lucca, and confirmed by the papal brief of Clement VIII ex quo Divina Majestas, 13 October 1595. The congregation at this time only took simple vows of chastity, perseverance, and obedience, and was known as the Congregation of Clerics Secular of the Blessed Virgin. In 1596 Pope Clement VIII nominated Leonardi as Commissary Apostolic for the reform of the Benedictine monks of the Order of Montevergine, and in 1601 their Cardinal Protector appointed him to carry out a similar work among the Vallambrosans. In 1601, he obtained the Church of Santa Maria in Portico in Rome. In the same year, Cardinal Baronius became protector of the order. Leonardi died in Rome the 9th of October 1609, aged 68, and was buried at Santa Maria in Portico. The present church of the order in Rome, obtained in 1662, is Santa Maria in Campitelli, interesting to Englishmen as the first titular church of the Cardinal of York. The body of the founder was moved to this church and lies there, under the altar of St. John the Baptist. Leonardi was declared venerable in 1701, beatified by Pope Pius IX in 1861, and canonized by Pope Pius XI on the 17th of April 1938. His feast day is celebrated on the 9th of October in the general Roman calendar of the Catholic Church. In 1614, Pope Paul V confided to the congregation the care of the so-called pious schools. It is in his brief Inter Pastoralis that the congregation is first called of the Mother of God, having until then been known by its original name of Clerics Secular of the Blessed Virgin. The care of these schools being considered outside the scope of the congregation, it was relieved of the charge by the same pontiff in 1617. It was not until the 3rd of November 1621 that Pope Gregory XV, carrying out what was always in the founder's mind, erected the congregation into a religious order proper by permitting its members to take solemn vows, and it then became the Clerics Regular of the Mother of God. Leonardi received many offers of churches during his life, but, hoping to reconcile with the governing body of the Republic, thought it better to refuse them. In all its history, the order has never had more than 15 churches. In 2008 it had 8, all of them in Italy. They include that of Santa Maria Corti Orlandi in Lucca and Santa Maria in Campitelli in Rome. In the sacristy of Santa Maria Cortellandini is preserved a large portion of a hair shirt of St. Thomas of Canterbury, whose feast is celebrated there with considerable ceremony. In 1908 half of this relic was presented to the Benedictine Abbey of St. Thomas, Erdington, England, the former residence of the clerics, who kept a large boys' school until the suppression in 1867, became the public library of Lucca. Two of the original companions of the founder, Cesare Franciotti and Giovanni Cioni, have been declared venerable by the Catholic Church. The order is known for numerous scholars and writers. Notable among them is Giovanni Domenico Manzi, editor of the Councils, and 100 other works. The coat of arms of the order are azure, representing Our Lady assumed into heaven, and its badge and seal the monogram of the Mother of God in Greek characters.